way yesterday. He was like, I don't think I can do it. He was against the wall. I just don't think I can do it.
I'll do that in the pod.
I'm going to do that.
No way! That's George Michael then. They're going to have a crisis meeting about a crisis meeting.
And then I'll go, bro, it's Liam Gallagher, bro.
Right, boys, we've got to bring the energy today.
Yeah.
I'm hungover. I'm not going to lie.
Why are you hungover, John?
So am I, to be fair.
And why are you?
He led me astray.
All right.
He led me. We got invited to the cup final.
Yeah.
And we ended up in Liam and Noel's box.
Yeah.
For the game.
Yeah.
But obviously Liam's missus is Arsenal and her sister, they're all Arsenal. So half the box is City, half Arsenal.
Yeah, it was very
I
intense.
knew what I was going. I'm always going to go City, aren't I?
Yeah,
but it was quite funny seeing them interact in the box
Was it,
and everything. It was going off. It was heated.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it?
It was a good laugh.
Do you know
Did you
what's
feel
ni-
it?
Yeah, but do you know what's nice, Coley, right? Usually when we go to a game, right, I'm doing my thing, you're working, like you're putting clips together or you're thinking about, I might have to break this down. Yeah. But just to go to a game...
This morning he went to me, I don't remember the game.
Hey, do you know what? Yeah. It gets like that when you go Wembley. Because when you've got the niceties in the box, right?
Yeah, the box is nice.
It's a dangerous place.
Yeah.
Free drinks.
Yeah. Margaritas I was on. Who has margaritas at a football game?
And you know the worst thing about it? You forget about the game's on. You're like, oh, I'm actually at a football match.
It was
too
slow.
nice.
It started slow, wasn't it? It was slow.
It's this stuff.
Yeah.
So I've running a busy day, right?
Yeah.
Carly's away, so I've got the kids, right? So I'm running around. I took my boy to football in the morning. Missed punctuation here, like a punctuality. One time I'm feeling pressure now. We need to go. I'm going home. Quick spin round, mum looks after him and he's forgot his sunglasses, right? You know when he gets a bee in his bonnet? I ain't got no sunglasses. I went, it ain't even that sunny. But he's like, no, I need to stop. So my cousin Mouse, big up, Spurs fan, right?
Yeah.
So he's driving us to Wembley and he's like, he said, I need sunglasses. We're in Kilburn. Right,
sunglasses.
He's like, stop it. He's like, wait, stop it at Kilburn High Street. I thought we are going to have a drink.
If he's a boozy one.
If he's going to be boozy, we need sunglasses, right? Harry found these sunglasses, little aviator numbers, anyway, we got it.
What was it, like £1?
I felt they cost me £5, I think.
I think they look good. I think you look like George Michael.
Mate, when you FaceTime me, I thought, George Michael come to mind.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? George Michael come to me. I was like, why has he got them aviators on?
Yeah.
Like, all I needed to see you in is a leather jacket and a white t-shirt.
Have you got them?
I've got them, mate. Look.
Have you got them?
I've got them. I have actually been home.
I've even got a case for them. He's got a case.
No, but it's the old glasses.
The case is more expensive.
It did not come with a case.
The case is more expensive than the glasses.
It's not that bad.
No way!
Do you know like George Michael? Looking at me, that's George Michael there.
I should keep them on, really.
That's brilliant. That is flipping brilliant.
It was good.
I mean, it was good.
We got there, and I was a bit worried about when we arrived. So we drove on. I thought to myself, I don't want to get recognised here. Arsenal, bit boozed up. I just want to do it.
We've already got a lot of stick off Arsenal.
Yeah, we've got a bit of stick.
That much love, do we?
But listen, we got in the ground, did our thing, and you know what was nice? Just watching, like the proper fans. Just know what I mean? When it's mean so much, because you forget when you're doing your thing in football, you just forget how much people love it, don't you? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I loved it.
You know what? Bit I spotted was every time Arsenal got a corner, it was like a celebration.
Yeah.
Because they've got a corner.
It's like weird.
They just think we're going to score it. They're celebrating like we've got a corner, we're going to score.
Oh, that is so sad.
And then City fans were cheering when they never scored.
So sad.
Yeah, mate.
It's like basically like, remember Janino used to get a free kick outside the box?
Do you remember
it's like a penalty basically for him. Yeah, and everyone used to be on the edge of their seats. Yeah, he might score it. It's bang, it's quids on.
Janino, do you remember him? He was the first person I see strike the ball that make it wobble.
Yeah.
Do you remember? He used to put the valve on it.
Yeah.
And
then we see Gareth Bale take that.
Yeah,
we see Cristiano.
Could you ever do that? I could never. No, but
Me?
I could never do
I've
that.
never-
I can make
Mate,
it wobble a bit.
I can make it wobble out the stadium, I tell you that. But listen, but yeah. So moving on. So from there, you go to a little. Then you go to a pub, isn't there?
No, the game, no.
The game.
The game was on the game. We actually see the game. Joe can't remember a lot of it, but I remember bits of it.
Them margaritas were going down well.
They were going well.
So the game was on.
Yeah.
My man
What did you
O'Reilly
What did you
scored.
notice about the game? I want your professional analysis.
You know what? I said to at one point, I don't feel like I've watched it. I've watched it as a fan. I haven't watched it and analysed it. I was cheering when.
Yeah, you got right into it.
Yeah,
didn't you?
I got right into
Proper
it.
City. Yeah.
Like when Trafford made that save at the beginning, triple save.
Yeah,
Like, you know,
yeah,
City
yeah.
fans are up cheering. I was really into it.
Yeah,
So where was
But
you
it
at-
got a
where
bit.
was
I
you
thought
at
it was
this
a boring
point?
game.
Where was
I
you
was
at
having a
this point?
margarita.
It was slow. We were about
game
20
was
minutes
slow.
in, and we thought, oh my god, it's only 20 minutes in.
Yeah, the game was slow.
Before the game, my opinion was Arsenal quadruple. I was thinking they've got it, ain't they?
Quids on.
They're strong, but 20 minutes in, I'm just thinking every corner they got, I was worried.
Yeah.
But I just thought they didn't really bring anything. They didn't really have a proper go. I didn't think. I always felt like City were.
Do you know
Who was the player that you thought was running the game?
Well, Bernardo Silva.
Bernardo Silva.
Like,
How didn't Doku do a bit?
Doku was threatening.
Yeah,
Doku
threatening.
was threatening. Do you know what Doku needs to do more? And we both said
Well, you
this.
said this, yeah.
When he needs to be even more direct, because if he's got that pace, it was Ben White he's up against, right?
Yeah,
Ben White's not played a lot of football.
Yeah.
I thought early on, every time
There was
Doku made a run,
Yeah, to Ben White.
he got him
you could have
behind. You
got
got
at
to
Ben
test him.
White,
Do you know what I
yeah.
mean?
We
Like,
thought
he
he could
didn't
have done it
realise.
more. They were
Yeah.
it was like they'd get possession, and then Doku's in a position to threaten to run, and they could just give it. What they did is they just passed it back and kept the ball and did what City did, and they just
Do you know-
So
in and out.
So they
controlling
can
the game.
actually use him
I thought
and
he
his
could use him
powers
a bit more. Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought he could have used
Because
him
you'd
more.
hate that as a fullback.
I'd hate it.
Yeah, just the skeezer just going at you all the time.
Yeah, it'd be a nightmare.
Did you see that little clip when they played Man City played Real Madrid and then Trent's walking off the pitch and he's going like that to I don't know if he was taking the mick out of his style,
Really?
Doku's style or not, or he's complimenting him. But
Really?
for what it looked like, he was like, and he's speaking to one of his teammates, and then as they was walking off, he was like doing that with his leg. You know, he does that little flick with his leg.
Yeah.
So he's probably saying, I don't know how to stop that. Do
I
you know
don't
what I
think you
mean?
can stop it. That's what I'm saying.
He's
You
changing
can't
direction.
stop- He's
Yeah.
so sharp.
Yeah.
If he was more direct, and it might come as he gets a bit older, like you cannot stop him. You cannot stop him when he does that little shimmy and goes.
Yeah.
But I want to ask you something, because what I noticed, like you got the master and the apprentice, right? And he's nipping at his heels, right? I think Pep's 100% a genius. Like he's got them vibes, and Arteta's like I think Arteta's on the way to becoming that. But I think he's watched him so much and he's admired him so much. I think when they play against each other, I don't think Arteta's. You see Arteta, he's
Do you think he's got inferior?
I think there
It
might
feels
be-
inferior a little bit
until he gets
tells
that-
he gets that trophy.
one over him, because
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Mate?
it's a big chance for him this year. To do that.
And Pep. Listen, Pep had better trousers on as well.
Did he?
He always
I
looks
know-
good.
He had the
things-
CP. He had the CP companies on, yeah.
He looked good.
Yeah.
He had good trousers. Arteta's on.
It's good trousers. What?
No, but I personally think, right?
Yeah.
I think there's something in Arteta where until he gets one over Pep,
Yeah.
think of it, everything. So you finish playing and he's gone to work for Pep. So he's thinking, right, I want to be a manager, and he's probably sucking in all of that knowledge and information, and he's thinking and that becomes he's got mannerisms like him, isn't he? So he's almost like mimicking. All great artists do that, don't they? They take a bit from the previous one,
of
right?
course.
But it comes a point where, and it was I think that was that game where he could have done something, Arteta, to get one over Pep. And I think the first mistake he made, right, and we'll talk about this because I know you got some opinions on it. When I knew it might not go well for Arsenal, and is when Kepa was in the lineup, right? Because I think a big game like that, such an important position. I know it's what people do, they play the second goalkeeper and they play him, but it's not a charity football. And if you're Arteta's trying to sell to his team how big and important this game is, right? We're going to do this. We got to do this right. We got to do this right. We got to do this right.
Yeah.
But I'm going to put my second best goalkeeper in.
Yeah.
So how
But
can
then
you
you look
spin
at
that?
But you look at that and then say, well, They done it too, Trafford.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but I just think.
But you think because he's got skin in the game at winning stuff, he's allowed to do that.
I think Arteta can't afford.
You can't
to
afford.
Not,
Yeah, you just get it over the line.
You need to win the trophy. That's what I think.
Yeah. So don't try and.
Especially, mate, you're on for a good
Pep can do what he wants.
Don't try and compete with him. Just go and beat him.
Yeah,
like, say, well, I'm playing my second string goalkeeper as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's probably how it was. But for me, Trafford's way better.
Well, that's the game, innit?
Trafford's way better anyway. He should have been. He should have been Man City's first team goalkeeper. But obviously, Donnarumma come in, and it was an offer you can't refuse. Do you know what I mean? He come available. So it's just the way the cookie crumbled for Trafford. But he would have been probably the first choice.
Yeah, and that's it, right? So the game is Kepa makes a couple of mistakes.
Yeah.
Trafford makes a couple of saves. So all the great players on the pitch, it's moments, right? And that's
Because Trafford made 3 good saves at the start of the game, didn't he?
Yeah.
Triple save.
Yeah.
How did he play? Because we've got to look towards England as well. How's he? You think he's in around it?
Squad, didn't he? Yeah. Listen, it's going to be Pickford, isn't it? But mate, he's that lad. Like, imagine him. You've gone to Man City.
You saying who you say worked with him before said how good he was? Was it Ash? He said.
Yeah. Ash said how good he was. Trent.
Oh yeah.
He said he's proper. Yeah. Oh. So. You know, when a player says that, he's working with him day to day. And he's gone to Man City thinking, I'm going to be Man City's number 1. I might be England's number 1. And then Donnarumma's come in. And then, so he's had all of that disappointment, and then he's come in for these games, and he's performed. So you've got to give him his props there.
Yeah, that's high concentration levels.
But that was when the margarita started kicking in for me, and I was like... and it was like...
Yeah, but...
It was good. Do you know what I mean? We wanted City to win.
Look, and
I didn't think they were gonna, and they did.
We've got to keep on the City wave, like, because obviously psychologically this game can actually turn even the title challenge on its head as well. Now,
I don't think this game should matter, should it?
It does though. It's a psychological battle, bro. You know how it is. Like when someone's got something on you, and then now they've started to breathe down your neck, and they've still got to go. Arsenal have to get this over the line. And I was speaking to some Arsenal fans straight after, and they was mightily disappointed about the scoreline. Yeah. And I felt the pain. Yeah. Group chats were going off. Yeah. Group chats were going off. Right. Arsenal group chats, and how disappointed they were. But now you got to look at it. And I said to them, I said, listen, they've got one up on you. This is a psychological battle now to the end. This is a brawl to the death. Yeah. So that's what I think it is now because.
You think it's close? I think Arsenal
I think as well.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, that should happen, right?
Okay, I'll ask you. You noticed this, right? When they went up for the trophy, there's nothing worse of a place when you've lost a cup final, right? And you know we've all lost cup finals. And you go and watch the team go up.
Some teams don't watch.
Yeah, but that's rude. Like
you think?
Yeah, that's rude. You've got to watch the trophy lift. But the moment it's up,
get out of there.
That's your cue. You've done your time.
Yeah.
But Arteta, did you say me, Bridgie? Arteta made them.
He made them stay out there.
Made them stay
out and watch and say, see that pain.
Yeah.
You want us to do that? I don't know if that's doing any good for them or is it harming them.
I get why people are saying it would, but I think you've just seen him lift the trophy, mate. You've still got the pain.
Yeah, the pain don't
Staying
go away.
There an extra 5
you walk in the dressing
minutes
room.
ain't going to do any more.
Yeah, it's
psychologically.
No, I don't think so. I think you're going to want to. You're always going to want to win. Do you know what I mean? I don't think that does much more for you. I think you've just lost the game. And you've lost the game. I don't think you need.
Do you know what I think's double?
What's he trying to build there then? What is Arteta thinking? Saying no, you watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
What was he thinking?
Well, I think he's gone psychological one.
Yeah.
Because he's always thinking about the next game. But I think he might have overthought that one there. I think you need to get the lads in. They know how big it is to lose the game. Just get them in. Do you know what I mean? And move on.
Yeah, because when we look at Arteta and then you're looking at obviously what's happening over there, I think in the long run, Man City will look at this and think we could get back in here if we play our cards right.
Yeah.
So the next...
It's in Arsenal.
How many games left?
7
games?
Seven games left, yeah.
So now 7 games.
Yeah.
And they're thinking we can do this again.
Yeah.
We can nick this from under their nose. Do you know what I mean? But that's what we want to see as neutrals.
Yeah.
But whether it's going to happen or not, that's a different scenario. And I really think that you're gonna have if this does happen. Yeah.
Go on.
And
Why are you smiling when you say
because yesterday, the Arsenal fans, I'm sorry, this is just the way it is. I'm a neutral in this scenario. I ain't got no dog in this race, but I want to see you sweat.
You want to see nerves?
I want to see you sweat. You'll probably win it. Don't get me wrong, but I want to see you sweat.
Yeah.
I want you to know how much they took you all the way.
Yeah.
And then you'll feel better for it as well. After you've like obviously
when two boxers have a proper
fight,
and like,
and then you have a little shake your hands. Let's move on. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I know if Arsenal win the league, this will set them up for a long time. I think.
I know. That's what I'm worried about. Like I know. Like, I gotta be honest. Like, do you know what I mean? Don't come on here and like pretend I'm neutral. Like I do. You know. I love Arsenal, my Arsenal people and all that, but.
You don't.
You're right.
No, he likes certain. He likes certain Arsenal people. I get
Yeah.
where he's coming from.
Logical ones. Logical ones.
Do you know when you've got a friend
Yeah.
who supports a team, you don't really like that team, but when you see them in pain, like you can see the Arsenal people we know yesterday, they were in pain. You actually felt a little bit. I actually felt sorry for them a little bit.
Do you know? Yeah. Do you know?
But not sorry enough to think they would have won the game.
But you're right, Coley. I think the way that club's set up is. They're on the cusp of it.
Yeah.
And you think if they win one trophy,
then they get that
do you know what I mean?
taste. They know what to do.
Even already their plannings for next year, you hear them talking about trying to buy Kvaratskhelia from PSG. Imagine putting him
in that team,
in that Arsenal team at 60 million.
Wow.
Like then you're looking at that thinking, I'm thinking, Man City got to go again. Chelsea, forget about Chelsea at the moment. We're we're not
need to get
there.
the format right over there.
Do you know what I mean? Villa are nowhere near that.
No.
And you're like, ooh. The only problem Arsenal will have is when new contracts are up now, because I'm looking at them boys now, and they'll be like, Declan's going to want to be on top dollar. Gabriel, Saliba, they're, all of them, they're going to go, right, I want Real Madrid money. I think they might let Odegaard
That's
go.
what I'm thinking.
When you think him, but they got the luxury of doing that because they got Dowman coming through, and they got
I was surprised I would have put him on the pitch yesterday.
Yeah. We talked about that.
I would have put him on the pitch.
Go on, do your logic you said to me, because everyone's going, like, it's a big game for him. You said he's going to be.
I don't know, but I said he probably play with no fear.
Yes, yeah.
I think sometimes you want to protect him, but I think we look at him and we're saying how good he is, and you want to protect him. I think, do you know what? Just go and let him have a go.
Yeah.
I reckon he play with no fear. He probably he might make something happen. What did you have to lose? That's the way I was looking at it.
Yeah. Do you know? Someone sent me a picture as well the other day. Do you know I coached him?
Yeah.
I sent you, put it in the group, didn't I?
Football Escapes.
Yeah,
Bobby
Football
Zamora's,
Escapes. Yeah. He was there, and I remember the kid.
He looked taller than you.
Yeah, he was taller than me. He was about 12. So it's basically our friend's company, right? And they do holidays, and as ex-players go, and you coach kids of all different levels. From like some kids are there for 2 hours in a day. It's great. My kids loved it, right?
It's a great experience.
So they go, and 2 hours. Loads of coaches there. They do little drills. Some kids are just learning football, and some kids are Max Dowman. Do you know what I mean? So so you're trying to find the sort of you got groups. You got the under 8s.
It's hard to coach, though, isn't it?
And I remember Dowman's come over, right, and Sam's gone. This kid's at Arsenal, he's good, right? And I went, we'll put him into 16s, and I'm coaching. And some of the kids, like some of them, they can't kick a football, right?
Yeah.
They can't, like, be honest, right? They're there for
No,
fun.
but some of them
they're
play
fun.
different sports. Yeah,
they play different sports. They're having a great time, so you've got to make it right for them. But then you've got this little kid who's like a little genius. And I remember I've gone, right, okay, just join him with it. And I'm thinking, there's some big kids at 16, 17, and he's just dribbling past everyone. And I was like, there's no levels to go up other than this. Like, it's too easy for him. And I remember saying to him, just play with your weak foot. He said, no, I am.
I am.
He was still just like, it was like ridiculous, mate.
unbelievable.
But then I just forgot about it.
Yeah.
And
Listen,
then he popped up.
Do you know how many people we've blessed, bro?
No, but then he popped up.
The Messiah. You know what I mean?
Mate.
Listen,
He wasn't the Messiah last night. He was leading me astray, mate.
Mum rung up, right? This is how.
This is after, because we went to the pub after.
Then we see you.
And you turned up.
Yeah,
But did I ring Mum before that?
You rung Mum. I think you rung your mum about 4 times when we were out.
I'm going because she's looking after the kids. And I'm going, Mum, don't worry. And he's going to go, oh, don't worry, Sue. I'm looking after him. And she's going, Yeah,
That's
what,
not a good idea. It's not a good idea.
No, but to be fair, I had a wobble up, mate.
Yeah.
It got to about 10 o'clock, and I'm thinking, we got to do the pod tomorrow.
Yeah.
So like, I'm panicking,
then
thinking,
I
well, I
walk
don't
in.
know what I'm going to say tomorrow.
And then I walk
and he's
in.
just going to, nah, it'll be all right. I don't mind, stay at mine. I went, no, I've got to go home, mate.
I live far as well.
And I ended up going home.
No, but I walk in.
Yeah.
I was going to go, and then
Yeah.
he walked in.
That's
I ended
what
up staying
happened.
another 2 hours.
Yeah, that's what happened. But, oh, mate, it was hilarious when I walked in. So I've gone in, right? So I'm there in the pub in the Bull.
Yeah.
So I'm there, I'm thinking, all right, so I'm with my 2 boys with me, Sar and Jules.
Yeah.
And we've already gone to a bar first
Yeah.
to go and rip the mick out of some of my mates that are Arsenal fans.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see them. Yeah? Just wanted to go there and
You're
see 'em.
leaving your house to see Arsenal fans.
I left. No, because before in the daytime, that's why I had to meet you a lot later because I was playing paddle. I was in a paddle tournament. I was with Vidal Riley, the
Oh,
boxer.
yeah.
He put on a paddle tournament.
Yeah.
So I was doing that. Then I come last, by the way. But it's not, we won't talk about that. Yeah. But then obviously I go and I watched the game whilst I was there.
Yeah.
Then from there, I couldn't get hold of you for a bit because I was
Yeah.
going to come straight to you. But I said, you know what? I'll make a detour, yeah? So I'll go see these Arsenal boys, yeah? My mates from the ends. So I went all the way to Hounslow, yeah? From East London, just to see these guys.
You are horrible.
I know. So anyway, I'm driving there. I said, I'm on my way. Stay there, don't move. Get the mixed grill on, yeah? So get in there, and then it's like they're all somber. And I've gone, yes, lads, what's happening? He says, Carl, I don't want to see you. Anyway. I gave them some words of wisdom, yeah. And then I called you, and that's when I was like, looked like I was in a nightclub, but I was in a shisha bar basically. Tiger Bay. He's my mate. So go to Tiger Bay, Hounslow. Make sure you get down there. It's proper. Anyway, so I called you, and then you said, "Oh no, come to the pub." So I said, "Oh, cool." You look worse for wear by then. Time. It's the first time.
Man, I was not in a good way.
And I was like, should I? He had these aviators on, just that, and it was just his face with the big aviators on. I was like, what the hell is this? All right, cool. I said, Sar, let's go.
Yeah.
So we started trotting over to you lot. Get to you. I'm there buzzing, and then I go, raw, it's Liam Gallagher, bruv. So I'm going up the steps. As I'm going up the steps, my knee caved in. It's gone. So my knee now, and I'm there limping over to Liam, and I'm like, oh mate, so what's going on here? I give everyone a hug, but I said, listen, my knee's messed up. He goes, what you been doing? I said, I've been playing paddle today. And I was like, oh mate, like it was so embarrassing, man. I got so excited, I forgot about my knee.
Mate,
Such a bad performance that.
It was a good entry.
It was a great
like
entry.
You lifted the mood.
You did lift it.
You lifted the
You
mood.
did lift the mood because it was just on a little.
Yeah, but at the expense of my knee.
Yeah, mate. I saw that. That was bad.
That was bad, and then I just couldn't shake it off.
Yeah, he done his thing right because we needed music, right?
Oh.
They weren't allowed speakers, so he's got the phone out. What songs he put on? The Streets.
Oh yeah, you know.
Mike Skinner, but him and Saar were just bouncing round.
Yeah, we're dun 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 dun. God, here we go again. Him and Saar, when they get together, they're like the terrible two, aren't they? Moving on, ever so slightly. Let's talk about Spurs.
Poor.
Big loss against Forest.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? What does that do for your confidence going into this relegation battle? Because now they're finding themselves. And look, I'm West Ham. West Ham didn't do well.
Yeah.
But I want to speak about Spurs first because
Yeah.
I think Nottingham Forest really got the upper hand on them yesterday.
Yeah.
I know they were good in the first half, Spurs, but when you look at the whole scenario, what does that do? They just fell off a cliff, didn't they?
Mate, do you know what, right? We've been in that situation when you're Spurs.
Yeah.
And we talked about crisis meetings. Like, they're going to have a crisis meeting about a crisis meeting. There's so much crisis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It felt like they turned the corner a little bit last two games.
That's what I thought.
I called it last week.
Yeah, you did.
Did I say it? I screenshot
I was
it.
thinking,
I'll give you that one.
but where's that
And then
base?
you said
where's
they
that coming
battered
from?
Forest. I'm sure you said
No,
that.
I never done that.
I
We'll have
don't
to
remember
look
that
back in the
part.
archives.
No, you just said it to me when we were out the other day.
No.
No proof of it. but-
So I covered Tottenham the other day against Palace, right?
Yeah.
And I've never been in a stadium. I think we talked about where it was so eerie, where there's like the fans were like disillusioned, like they there's no connection with the team. The lads look nervous, like, and nerves play such a big part in football, as you all know. Like we've said before, any footballer or anyone out there who's played football at any level, think about yourself as a footballer when you're at your most confidence, when you're in the zone, and then when you're at your lowest confidence. It's two different players, right? So the whole of the Spurs squad are low confidence players, right? So then they've got Igor Tudor who's come in, and I think what he's been tasked with, the owners have gone, right, I'm trying to work through the logic of it. The owners have got him in and they're going, right, he looks like a taskmaster, big, strong man. He's going to be aggressive. But I think they need the opposite. I think that group needs somebody who's going to come in and love them, light heart. Do you know what I mean? And connect with the crowd. So
someone like we ended up on FaceTime.
That's another thing we done last night.
There was I'd left, so then I got a bit sad because on my own in the car, so I FaceTimed you two still at the pub.
Yeah.
And we had Robbie Keane on the line, didn't we?
We did,
Oh, Robbie. I forgot about that. He had a can of Heineken in his house. Why do you have a can of Heineken in his
He was
house?
just having a beer.
Who has cans?
Who has cans in their house? Robbie Keane.
in their
You
house?
never have a can of Heineken?
No, but you have a bottle in your
You have
house.
bottles, you have
not
bottles,
cans.
you buy
I
bottles
don't
of
mind
can.
a can.
No.
Get more in there.
But anyway, I looked at the can, I was like, why has he got a can? But he must have been in a hotel room or something.
Yeah, hotel.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's
Doing
why.
his, yeah.
But he's a shout.
So he's
for top-
serious-
He's a
yeah, but-
shout for Spurs.
We said it on the.
Yeah, we
we
said
said
it
it last
we said
week.
it to him.
Like, listen, he's doing his job over there. Like, you know, we didn't talk about it with him as such last night,
Yeah.
but that just makes complete sense now. Now you
if
said
you
it,
are
He's
a
actually
gunner
a
and
good
you want to
manager.
get someone in,
mate. He's a great manager.
Actually, a good manager.
Like we know him, right? We love him as a person,
Yeah,
right?
Great guy.
Proper football person, but you know, like one of them people that you know he's going to hold a dressing room because he's a big character.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Tottenham need now. They need something bright, fresh, and energy. How we played,
Yeah.
the club needs that
Something
now.
like that,
They
yeah.
need that, like.
And
You
he
know-
bring that good feel factor, and he's stern. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
So listen, I could see that happening.
Yeah, I can.
Don't you think?
Yeah,
If they're
Especially to the
serious
end
about-
of the season, if you went into to the end of the
Yeah,
season.
if they're
I
serious
don't know.
about their job, I know who'd want that job. Like, obviously.
Yeah, of
It's
course.
a hard job to go in and do anything with right
Yeah.
now, but if you're going to do and be proactive, I'll do it now.
I'll do it now.
I'll do it now. Be
Just to the end of the
proactive.
season.
You can't lose to your relegation rivals in Nottingham Forest, and you can't definitely not change it afterwards because
yeah.
it's not going in the right direction. Yes, you won a couple of games, or you drew a game that we
Yeah.
thought maybe you'd do something more in, but you cannot let this go.
No. And now's the time to do it.
Now's the
Colin.
time to do it because you just lost 3-0 to them.
Yeah.
That's the worst. That's the worst team to lose to.
Mate, yeah.
Don't you think?
There is another name that's been thrown into the equation. Now, this is a
Harry.
proper...
Harry
throws himself into the equation.
He's always around it, isn't he?
I love Harry.
yeah.
Listen, I love
Do you reckon he knows
Harry.
any of the players' names and that?
Listen,
You
that's
don't
another-
need to.
You don't need to.
Harry Redknapp, Glenn Hoddle, Robbie Keane.
Yeah.
Just
What
get
about
them all
Roy
in.
Keane? Roy Keane.
No, that's no.
No,
Like,
Robbie
I'm
Keane.
trying to like. Listen, I don't think Roy's that like. He's more Igor Tudor, I would imagine, type of
That
manager.
type of
I think they
manager.
need like a
Softer.
softer approach. Do you know what I mean,
Like a Joe Cole.
mate? Imagine Matt. That'd be a turn up,
Were
wouldn't
you
it?
wheeling that over there? First gig. You and Led the King on the sideline. Would you do it if they offered it to you?
Nah,
No, you wouldn't do Spurs.
no, of course not.
He couldn't do Spurs. He's Chelsea.
So what? There's boundaries.
Yeah,
He's
boundaries for
proper
me.
Chelsea,
Yeah,
isn't he?
Oh, okay.
yeah, and that's not like. Tell's over there thinking, well, let's see the contract first. You know what I mean? The money,
Yeah, let's
mate.
can't
But
turn
there's
that
certain
down.
things in life
That you can't do.
that you can't. I don't think you can do. Like
Yeah.
because I'm thinking to myself, right? Chelsea and West Ham, like they're rivals, right? But
Yeah.
both fans. They know
Yeah,
play
yeah.
for both because I know you give
yeah,
everything
yeah,
for
but you
both,
know,
and
yeah,
there's
yeah.
the
They
love
love
there,
you,
and there's
yeah.
I love both clubs, right?
Yeah.
But imagine that. That would be like.
Yeah, that's
Imagine,
yeah.
imagine you went and played. No, I just couldn't
Could
do it.
do it.
Yeah.
Do you know who's done it?
Who?
Scott Parker.
Yeah, Scott's done every club in London, hasn't he?
He's done it.
He has, hasn't he?
He's done Fulham as well, hasn't he?
West Ham, Fulham,
Spurs.
Spurs.
Yeah.
Charlton.
Chelsea.
Chelsea. yeah.
Chelsea. He's done the London. He's done
Yeah.
the London rounds.
It's a London thing.
But honestly, when I look, so they're in trouble.
Banging
Oh, yeah.
trouble.
Yes,
They're lucky a load of
But let's-
the other results went their way.
exactly. West Ham, away to Villa, 2-0.
That's a bad result.
It's a bad result. It was a bad result.
What happened? Because every time I've watched West Ham in the last 7-8 weeks, even when they've not been at it, they've been in the game. But what just
didn't click, did it? Nothing happened, and we've been in a good way. Big shout out to Mavropanos, by the way, because he's been excellent the last few games. Well, the last 5 games, really. I think it's been the turn since Axel Disasi comes in. That leader, that personnel that can just breathe a little bit of life into the defence, and he's been really good. But Mavropanos needs a massive shout out. He puts his body on the line. He puts his head on the line.
Villa, though, haven't they? Recently, they've been poor form. So
and that's what I'm saying. I was expecting West Ham to get something.
I thought that was an opportunity for West Ham to get something.
And especially when Spurs lose in that fashion as well. Do you know what I mean? And that's where I'm a little bit disappointed, and I think West Ham fans would be too, because we could have registered some points.
So it's international break, then it's the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Then Wolves at home.
Yeah.
That for me is West Ham's season.
Yeah.
Because they're sometimes the hardest games to win when you're at relegation. You're fighting. You go into games and sometimes it's easier, but when the onus is on you to go and you have to win the game. The fans go to the stadium. West Ham fans are like, we have to win this game. So it's a different challenge for the lads. But that for me is the game. If West Ham win that game, I think they stay up.
Yeah.
That's what I
You
think.
think,
that's how important it is, because momentum in football.
Yeah.
Everyone expects them to win it. The players know they have to win it. Mm-hmm. If they win it,
then it lifts the whole place
up. But if you don't win it,
you know what it's like. Looking over your shoulder again. Yeah. You're right. You're right on that. And I think Nuno would have addressed that yesterday. Like after the game, we would have said, listen, our next game at home is Wolves and my old club.
Get
on this, right? I was speaking about it yesterday, right? Get on this. Yeah. Nuno, he can sink 2 ships here, in one swift move.
Really?
That's done him dirty as well, right?
Yeah. Go on.
So, look, Wolves already sunk, they're gone, So he's put that to bed, And against Wolves, when they play him, he'll be like, listen, you messed me about.
Yeah.
We move on. Nottingham Forest,
Yeah.
Done him dirty.
Yeah.
Spurs, done him dirty.
Yes.
So those are the 2 clubs that he's thinking. Well, 3 clubs he's thinking relegation fodder. Yeah. I'm putting you lot down. I'm sinking this ship.
Imagine if that happens,
mate. And him personally.
Do you reckon he sends? Do you reckon if he sends Forest down? Do you reckon he's got what's his name? The Marianakis, his number. How'd you like Preston?
Yeah. Where's Edu?
Yeah. Do you reckon Do you reckon he has that kind of banter? No, or is that just childish things that we think of?
I think he's a gentleman. I think he's a gentleman.
44 years of age, I'll be like, oh
you
think he's a gentleman? Probably is.
You'd do that, wouldn't you? You'd send a little text saying,
you would have done it last night. You would have done it last night.
On the margaritas, we would have done a bit of banter.
Yeah, a bit of banter.
How are you? Enjoy
Huddersfield away, Preston away. What did you say?
Anyway, it's all fun and games, right? We move on. Just quick before we move on. Do you think this international break comes at a good time?
I think it comes at a good time for all the teams that are losing.
All the teams that are losing.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I tend to
all day long.
Yeah, you just need to get out of the building.
You need to get out and have a little
rethink.
Refresh everything.
And how long is it roughly? If the ones that are not in the competitions,
it's 2 weeks. Isn't it?
2 weeks.
Usually 10 days, 2 weeks, right?
So they might get like 4 days off.
Don't underestimate for fans out there as well. Like, you know, if you see your players going to sunny, I would say it's Dubai, but they go in Dubai now.
Yeah, going to Dubai at the moment.
Somewhere sunny. That does refresh you.
It does.
You know, and you think you can't just train. You know when you're like that. Sometimes rest is more important than training.
As long as you're resting.
Yeah, as long as you're resting.
Not your type of resting. Not your type of resting. Yeah, you was resting last night. Yeah?
I was in bed early, mate.
All right.
Mate, I done well yesterday. I'm very proud of myself. I was first to bed.
Yeah, I was last man standing.
Yeah, you was last man. Look how proud he is. Look how he's so proud of that. Last man standing.
How has he changed now?
I don't know,
You used
mate.
to be the last man standing.
Yeah, no, I've grown up. I was too scared about what I'm going to have to say
When we went to Portugal, I put you to bed. Yeah,
did.
and I was trying to wake him up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well done.
Anyway, you've lost it, mate. You've lost
No,
it.
I'm just sensible.
Yeah, good one.
Right, before we talk Chelsea,
Yeah.
I met him for a coffee the other day, but he bumped into someone before he met me.
Enzo Maresca, the old gaffer.
Oh, you're a doppelganger.
yeah.
Hey?
No, I'm glad I missed it. I'd have loved to turn up and still be there.
Right? Do you know what's funny, right?
Mate, if you was like both standing that way, I'd have slapped both of your heads just in case I didn't get you.
Do you know what was funny, Coley, right? So I'm with Carly and we were having a coffee and he's walked in and he's with his wife. She's lovely, like, and she's a little brunette like Carly. And so we sit down having a coffee. Like,
So you got the same taste as women as well?
yeah.
Jesus.
Right. So anyway, we're having a chat, and Carly don't know, like, football's, do you know what I mean? She's going, did you manage Chelsea? And he's going, yeah, I managed. And she's thinking like, in the like Viali
Youth
days and
team.
all things
Oh,
like that.
okay.
I'm going, no. And she's like, oh yeah, I know you. Like, my son would love you. Anyway, babe. And after he left, she's gone to me.
You basically told Carly to shut up there.
After he left, she's gone to me. I was looking at him, why do you two look so similar? She said that was weird. She said that was weird. She was like, because you got the
Same shape head.
same shaped head, bald head.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The greys.
The Grey's beard, anyway. He's like, do you know what is horrible when you're doing the job I do and you speak to managers afterwards, right? And sometimes it's a song and a dance, right? You're asking the question, you can't talk honestly. They just say, for instance, we get a manager to the desk, Coley. You've done it, right? And you go, you're asking, what about a referee's decision?
So hard.
He can't say what he really thinks.
Yeah.
He can't say, oh, got it wrong, or my left back, so... Yeah. My only interactions with him have been like interviews, and I've always liked him. Yeah. But we had a little chat, and he's just a top geezer. But you know when you look at him, so he's come out of a job. Managers look so much more relaxed. When imagine being a
Chilled.
manager. He looked almost like, I was like, say,
weight off his shoulder.
yeah. Why would they'll always go back in and get a job? But he looked relaxed. It was a nice sunny day, sitting there having a lovely coffee, and then when you go into the game, you get so stressed.
You know why?
Managers.
He's looking at it thinking, well, Chelsea's not improved since I've left.
Yeah, well, it's true.
You know what I mean? So he's looking at it thinking, I can relax now.
Yeah.
I didn't get it wrong. I think for my peace of mind,
I
needed to get away from the situation.
Yeah.
So
his stock's definitely high. Still,
yeah,
right?
yeah, of course.
We look
actually, sometimes leaving a job, Coley, in that way, is better. Just and it highlights everything that's going wrong.
Yeah.
And then they say, listen, well, I did try, but it is what it is.
He won 2 trophies.
He won 2 trophies.
You have to remember that. But we get on to Chelsea because there's loads going on at Chelsea at the moment with the ownership group. There's a demonstration planned for the Chelsea-Man United game, and it is the Ultras of Strasbourg, the Chelsea sister club owned by Blue Co. They're not happy with Blue Co either, so they're partnered up with the Chelsea fans. They're coming over to London. It's the first time it's ever happened, and they're going to protest at Stamford Bridge before the Chelsea-Manchester United game. Well, I'm just thinking of things now. Manchester United don't like their owners either. Maybe they'll join in the party as well.
Might be a thing.
Might be just,
Football
everyone
fans
comes
are
to
just
London.
coming together.
If you don't like your boss, even if you're at home, you
Come
don't
to
like
London,
your boss.
you can protest.
You know what I mean?
It's free here.
Yeah. But anyway, listen, it's quite a momentous thing, really, because it's like it shows you the gravitas of football and how it sort of can bring people together. And my little boy wants to go as well, so you might,
You might see him there.
you'll
you.
see, Whatever you say about the Roman Abramovich era, right?
Still been built.
It was built with one thing in mind, to win trophies, and it's built from the football pitch outwards, right? So Roman was like, we want the best managers we can get, the best players we can get. We're going to try and win every game. We're going to try and win every trophy. When we don't do that, we're going to change the manager, which can be chaotic, and we're going to change players, and we'll sell them, and So you all knew what was going on, right? And I think now the ownership group's coming. They spent a lot of money initially, wasted a lot of money, in my opinion, like on not getting the right players in through the door.
1.5 billion.
1.5 billion, right?
Was it 6 years, 7 years?
But on the premise that they're going to these lads will develop and become players, and some of them will become great players. But there's no the Chelsea fans are upset because they're like they don't feel like they're competing, and you're not really. If you're not buying players to win games of football, you're buying players as a asset. If you're buying players as an asset,
Yeah.
I don't think it ever works. It
Not
has
to
to
win
be,
stuff.
No, you know, because you're buying. We're going to buy this
yeah.
player. Sorry, Coley. We're going to buy this player at 20 million, and in 4 years' time, he's going to be worth 60 million.
Yeah.
And the overall valuation, as long as we keep balance the book, the overall valuations will go up, and then we'll sell the club after 5 to 7 years and make a profit. Like you're running it like a business, but as owners of a football club, do you have a responsibility? It's not like you're it's another business. It's a community thing. It's a community asset. You're never the owner. You're the custodian. And the fans fans know when they're being lied to, effectively duped. Do you know what I mean? Because if he comes out and goes, right, we're coming in, we like this, we're going to buy players, we're going to try and win, we're going to sort of try and win things, but we want to balance the books, and if it happens, it happens. Fans won't like it, but at least it's honest. But Chelsea are not trying to compete with Manchester City and Arsenal because you can't. It does make no sense, the signings without the experience. How can you compete? Like them two teams yesterday, we watched Bridgie. They're streets ahead of Chelsea at the moment.
Oh,
right?
miles ahead. Chelsea all over the shop.
Yeah.
I think. Like when you see like some of the goals they conceded,
Yeah.
it's like
Is that a Liam Riss
like
senior thing?
schoolboy errors, mate. They
No,
just
no,
get
no,
opened
no,
up
no,
so easy.
So we're not gonna.
No, but it's not a
Lay the
Liam
buck.
thing, right?
It's not.
Because we're saying like Liam's come into the job, right, as a young manager, and it's a great opportunity for him.
He's gonna
and
take
he's
it,
trying to, he's trying to work within the parameters of what he's got, right? And he's but Enzo before him, it was Pochettino.
Well, would you rather have Enzo back?
I don't think it's a coach problem. I don't think it's a coach problem. I think if you go and if look, put it this way, if we had 1.5 billion,
it's mixed with a coach problem though. It's all mixed because he makes mistakes.
If you had 1.5 billion,
He makes
you'd have
if
done
I
a
had
better job.
1.5 million, I've done a better job.
Yeah.
I think so.
It seems
Do you
like
not
shambles. Yeah, I do.
Do you think? Do you think you would?
I think I would have.
Like,
It's easy to say.
sounds arrogant, but I do
say.
think.
You look how much they've, like how many players they brought as well.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
better job to win stuff or better job to.
The team will be in.
I think
the team will be in a
recruitment.
better
I think
place.
recruitment, mate.
The team will be in a better place. The club will be in a better place.
And
At the very least.
So what you're saying, they need to buy some experience. Bottom line.
Well, I've been saying that for I've been
That's
saying
it.
that for 3 years.
Bottom line, and to add to what they've got already, because they do have some great young talent, but they need that talent needs nurturing.
Yeah.
And just a bit of experience. And look, them boys are getting older now as well, by the way, but they're still not won anything.
Yeah. They're frustrated.
Yeah.
They're frustrated, and you get into that position now
Apart
where
from the
the
Club
best
World
players
Cup.
are going to start going. If you're Cole Palmer
Yeah.
and you're thinking I could go and play anywhere in the world,
Yeah.
like what? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mate, Beto looks unbelievable as well.
Oh
He
no.
looks unbelievable.
Yeah.
I usually just call him I call him Bambi or Nice because usually he's like really leggy in
Yeah.
it.
Mate, he looked great against them.
Mate, and I
Looks great
couldn't
against Chelsea.
believe it. I was thinking this is not the same player.
Yeah.
Made him look like Prime R9.
Mate, and Sanchez
I'm not sorry, Beto, yeah, but you're a good player.
Yeah.
But Prime R9, you are not, yeah? So don't believe the hype, all right? Chelsea done
He
that
looked
to you.
like him for a little bit. He looked like him for a little bit.
Do you know
See
what-
Sanchez when he's dithering around on the ball.
Yeah.
And he almost nicked it off him.
Yeah, see, it's little
Mate,
things
it's
like
just-
that. That's why
mate.
Sanchez, you're only as good as your back line's only as good as your goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Because your goalkeeper has to be able to dominate and talk and communicate. And I think it gets overlooked having a good quality goalkeeper nowadays.
Yeah.
That can play out from the back, but can
Most
command.
But if they're all playing out from the back, they're all doing it. So you have to be good as a
Yeah,
goalie.
yeah, but then they're doing too much now. They're doing too much. Like Sanchez is doing way too much trying to play out the back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's not good at it.
This protest is going to be interesting.
You'll be interested to see how they deal with it.
And this is me.
Are you going to be there? He's going to be front line.
No, I might be. My son wants to go, right? No, but
He wants
obviously
to
if
go?
I go. No, because listen, that's
Right.
my place comes from a place of love, right? Because I love the club,
Yeah.
and Chelsea supporter as a kid,
Yeah.
and all that, right? And so my son is heartbroken. Like he's a proper fan. Like he's on the YouTube. He's like, when we travel to football, he's putting on the podcast, Chelsea podcast. He knows. Like if I'm covering the game, he's my analyst. I'm like,
That's wicked.
Harry, like, what do you think of this?
Yes,
I go,
H.
listen,
Yeah.
you can't do this, you can't do that, right? But he's proper hurting, right?
Yeah.
And when he found about this protest, he went, Dad, I'm going. I went, really?
Really?
Mate, you're 13.
You stayed at home.
Can't send him to a protest by myself.
I've got to be there.
You know what I mean? But he's like, and when he found out the French might be bringing the flares over and all that, he's got a little bit.
Back on it
he's
as
like,
well.
Yeah, he wants to be.
Mate, he wants a bit of.
I'll get him a Stone Island jacket and get him front centre. It'll be fine.
Yeah, wicked.
Anyway,
So Sanchez had a shocker for Chelsea, but at the other end of the pitch, Pickford
yeah.
made some great saves, didn't he?
I like Pickford.
It's good
He's
player.
playing well.
Good
Yeah.
player.
Mate, he flapped at one the other day against Arsenal, but
He's
all in all, he's done.
Yeah,
made some great
that
saves.
was a one mistake in.
Yeah, all in all, he's done well.
He's done well.
What do you
They
make?
look good, Everton.
That's what I'm saying.
What do you reckon? What
Looks
do you
like
reckon?
old Everton.
Champions League.
Well, do you know what, Coley? Like you're looking at it. I don't know how low the.
I'd say they could go above Chelsea, the way
the way things are going. Well,
yeah,
Like
So they could
46.
end up like
They're on
Chelsea.
46 points.
Could do.
They're on 46 points. Champions League
Yeah,
spot
yeah, yeah.
obviously is 54, but that's a late.
You
surge.
don't want them to, but
Aston Villa's got to be in real free fall.
Yeah.
But I reckon they can get a European place. Europa
I
League.
reckon struggle to catch Villa,
Europa League.
even though they've been poor. But
You've got to give Moyes some
Mate.
massive props in you. The Moyes
Mate,
The Moyes just. Do you know what I mean? Like what he like.
listen, we know what Moisey produces.
Yeah.
We know what he done for West Ham, and he's one of those ones where he keeps a sturdy ship.
Yeah.
Doesn't sink. It's
Yeah.
unsinkable. Yeah. So he's just one of those ones. Then he's just
Yeah.
got to build on what he's got.
Yeah.
And if he gets the players, like, look, talk about Beto for instance.
Yeah.
He's starting to get something out of him.
Yeah.
And I thought he was a lost cause, honestly.
Yeah.
And he's got, so it just shows you how good of a man manager he is as well.
Yeah.
His way might not be for everybody, and it might not look clean on the eye, but he gets the job done.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And look, I've obviously sat down, had coffee, had a beer with him. He's a good man,
Yeah.
I know he comes across a little bit. No, he does come across nice on the TV, but he's even better in person having a coffee with him.
He's a good guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Good. He's
a top, clean fella, man.
Yeah,
and he's got good banter as well.
Yeah, we loved it because like me and Coley done the whole campaign. When
Oh,
West
yeah,
Ham was
yeah,
in
yeah,
Conference League and the Europa League. So like we interviewing him all the
Yeah,
time
yeah,
and
yeah.
that. And that just felt like, a man at the peak of his powers. Like he had the control of that club. West Ham's a hard club to manage, by the way.
Yeah.
Because the expectations, the fans are great.
And you got
right?
you got to manage down, and you got to
And
manage
you got,
up.
they have a structure of how they do
Yeah.
things. So and we've seen good managers come into West Ham and fail. But when you go and meet him, Bridgie, and you walk into a club straight away, he's in control. So when I went to see Graham Potter at West Ham, interviewed him. Again, nice geezer,
guy.
but he didn't. I didn't feel like he was the boss in the building.
No.
Whenever you go in, wherever I met Moisey at West Ham, he give you that sort of vibe.
Yeah, the
I'm in
aura's
charge.
there.
an aura about him, yeah.
And he's, mate, if he gets Everton in the Champions League,
Oh, that is.
You need that aura
It's
as
gonna.
a
It's a
manager,
bit
don't you?
far
You
off.
need
I
an
think it's a
aura.
bit far off. But
Yeah.
if they could pip it, you never know. If they just need a run of games, and then they're up there. And look, I think if anyone can do it, someone like him can.
the Moisey, mate, he'll never ever have to
No, they
buy
got
a
a
beer in
chance. They got a
Canning Town.
chance.
Well, we'll see. We'll
A
see.
slim chance, but
Yeah.
they got a chance.
Like Coley, you talked about him getting a tune out of Beto,
Yeah.
and another player he's getting a tune out of because he's just been named in the England squad.
Yeah. See that.
Jimmy Garner,
Ghana.
baller,
Mm,
can play,
yeah.
mate. That's meteoric from him.
That's unbelievable. And to get recognised
Yeah.
at the world stage, that is
Yeah.
for your country. That's credit to him.
Do you remember your first time training with England? When do you remember like going there and
What level?
I remember my first game. So I don't remember every training session. I remember the first game was Holland. I remember first
Yeah.
going. Yeah.
Do you remember the nerves?
Oh yeah. Well, I was well nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
New crowd.
Yeah.
I was always one of them people that once you get settled into a club, you're fine. Then moving clubs, I was always nervous. But like getting called up to England, the players that you're
So
playing
how
with,
must
there's
he
some
be
big
feeling?
personalities there. Just quiet. I was just quiet, nervous. Yeah.
What type
I was
of
alright
character-
once football starts.
What type of character do you reckon Jimmy is? Like, do you think he's going in there thinking, "Cool, blimey"? But he's got Pickford in there.
Yeah.
So
I look at that. It's always
got
nice when
allies.
you got some. Because you was at Southampton, right?
Yeah.
When you first got in.
So I wouldn't have had no one
So
else
you would have
there.
just known the lads from the
Wouldn't have known
21s, wouldn't you?
anyone.
Yeah. So that's hard.
It is hard.
That's
going
hard. I went and trained with England when I was a.
You were training from when Glenn was there, or
No, just after Keegan.
Keegan, that was it. Yeah,
He had me in
Keegan.
and I was 17. So 17.
17 training
Like, I
with
got
England.
literally dropped off at Burnham Beaches by my mum and dad because I couldn't drive. Like, and I've walked in by myself. Don't know, you think to yourself, like, I just walked into the hotel by yourself.
How'd that
And
come?
it's like, just rocked up.
Hello, I'm here. Like there was, do you know what I
And
mean?
they'd
Nowadays
welcomed
there'll
you
be
in
someone
the-
welcoming you.
yeah.
There'll be a message coming in. You'll have like I don't know.
So at 17, were you just going to train with them, and that was?
Yeah, I was.
Did it a few times.
I
or
did
like,
it twice, I think. So they had me in
Yeah.
a squad to train, and because I was playing first team at West Ham,
Yeah.
but obviously I wasn't getting picked for the England team. But I loved it, man. Keegan would come out.
So it wasn't like you were named in. Were you like named in
no,
a
no,
squad?
I
You
wasn't
just
named
went
in a
along
squad.
to train.
I went along,
And that was
unbelievable,
coming
that.
from Keegan.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
See, that's mad.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
Yeah, it was good.
So you was unofficially there.
Did I tell you about my first ever? I don't know if I told you this, right? This is right. So I've walked in, and they've gone right. Hello. Trained. After training, do you play golf? I said, yeah. I'd never played golf before in my life, but I thought, how hard can it be?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, right. So we met on the coach, and all the England players went to play golf. And
That's just typical you know.
Shearer, Sheringham, Ince, Adams, all of
All
them
proper
boys,
golfers as well.
Yeah, love it.
and I've never even held a club, right?
Yeah.
So we've got to this guy, and then what?
Was
what
he holding
hand
it
I-
like a cricket bat?
Right, so, yeah, but then it's like it's a proper start. Like you get called onto the team.
Yeah.
So I'm just standing there, right, and they're thinking, and I'm still telling them I can play.
Mate, I can
I'm
imagine
flagging
how
it.
bad you were because you're bad now.
Why? That's a low blow. That's a low blow. There's no need for that.
I swear I've beaten you before. Okay, all right.
Yeah, you did.
Only
have
because I was hungover.
in Portugal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I let you have 3 hours
You
kick
see-
because you were waking me up at 3 in the morning, mate.
Oh, why are you blaming me
You're the one who
for?
was waking me up at 3
I
in the
don't know.
morning.
That had nothing to do with it. You beat him fair and square.
You didn't even, you never even added up the scores, mate. You didn't even add up the scores, mate.
It's all right, Keith.
It's all right, Keith. Sometimes you
Oh,
lose,
mate,
mate.
get on
Sometimes you
with it.
lose. Anyway.
Anyway, I've gone up to hit this ball, like, and I've hit 4 air shots, and I'm like, they're just giggling, right? And anyway, ended up, I picked my clubs up after that, and I just carried their clubs round. But it was just great to be
You
playing
just
golf.
carried their
No,
club.
no.
I just carried their clubs
It was-
round.
it
And
was
Shearer
every- it was everyone's
and for
caddy.
years later, every time Shearer would see him, like, because he retired after that, so I didn't actually play with him. But he was just like, well, how bad were you at golf? You got any better? I'm like, yeah,
Keep
not
it,
really.
got
like-
any better, yeah.
You definitely ain't got
But,
better.
like, so talking about England, Jimmy Garner's going to be on top of the world,
Yeah.
and always lovely to see new players.
Yeah.
You know, because but one player in particular, another fullback, Bridgie, Real Madrid's Trent Alexander-Arnold did not make a 35-man squad. What do you make of that?
He gives you something going forward, but I think, like as a right back defensively, I think you've got to play a certain way for him to fit in the team.
Right. Okay. But he's playing for Real Madrid.
I know he's playing for Real Madrid, but do you know there's always been a thing around Trent, isn't there? There's always been a, and I
Thing
think
that you can't defend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Defend, and you got to do. I think.
Do you know what I mean? He's would you say he was never always going to be in starting, was he?
Nah. Well,
Do you know
Reece
what I
James
mean?
is probably definitely ahead of him.
You
for
was
fit.
Reece, yeah, but
Well,
and
in
then
this squad, Tuchel wants to learn, right? Trent is world class at what he does. He's a quarterback.
he's unbelievable
He's a
player.
quarterback. We
I
know
don't
he's.
thi-
We know
I don't
he's
think
good at.
Thomas
He's
Tuchel wants
he's
to
an
learn.
unbelievable
In
player,
this
but it's
shape.
going to take a certain manager that's going to.
Is he going to make the final cut?
No.
He has to work with.
No.
You don't think? You
No.
think he's picking this squad?
I think if he's left him
Through
out of
this.
this
If he
35-man
gets like
squad,
this, he ain't going.
he ain't going
Do
to
you
the
reckon?
World Cup. Yeah, of course.
I
Because he
think
would have come out, a player of that quality.
I think he throws a wild card or he adds to the squad that he's thinking, I'm not sure about, I'm putting you in there. I think it's not. This ain't going to be his final decision on who's going to pick out of that 35-man squad.
You don't think so?
I
I
don't
reckon
think
it
so.
is.
I don't think it is.
see
I
it.
think there's going to
No,
be
no.
someone that comes in,
But
someone that might have a late run and form that weren't. Welbeck, for instance.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Welbeck, Solanke, Calvert-Lewin. They might have a stink at the end of the drop a clanger. Welbeck on form gets in last minute.
Yeah.
and he's played for England
Ivan
before,
Toney?
so he's not. Nah, Ivan Toney.
Ivan Toney scored more goals than Ronaldo, Benzema, and Mane in
Bro.
the Saudi league. They're all going to.
How old's Ivan Toney? He's 30 now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mate. But like, so that's for me. That's like
But Benzema and that are 40.
that's true.
So you should be scoring that sort of goal. When you go over there at 30, you're kind of fresh.
Yeah.
Not 40, bro.
Yeah,
like, I
yeah.
mean, so listen, we
Alright, okay.
take that with a rough and a bit. But I'm saying, I would take. I'm not taking nothing away from Ivan Toney.
Yeah.
And I know that he's playing in the Saudi league, but you got to be playing in a great league, yeah, that's around Europe, because that's how you sharpen your tools to get into the England squad. Just to get into the England squad. That's all I'm saying.
Into the squad. You
Into
think
the English squad. Yeah, so
Okay.
as a striker, you need to be playing,
Who
I
would you
think,
take as the strikers?
in a competitive league as competitive as the Premier League, or just off of it, I think, anyway.
Yeah.
Who would you take?
Who
as
would I take as a
strikers?
striker? Well, obviously you've got Harry Kane.
Yeah.
You'd have Jared Bowen who can play there, Rashford who could play there, but they'll go as wide men
I
as
like
well.
Rashford.
And I'll take one more. And I think I'd probably, if I was Thomas Tuchel, I'd hold my cards close to my chest. I thought I'd have got Tony in, and I'd go, do you know what? I'm just going to go. There's three things to consider. So there's two things to consider, right? Of form, right? Because someone like Watkins is out of form. Solanke,
You might get injured.
he might,
He's a good player, but
form, what they're going to be like playing second string. That's important because no one's playing ahead of Harry Kane. So you need to know that this kid, he might not play a minute, and you might need him in the quarterfinals to come on and change the game. So you got to think of them type of things. So then you take into consideration Danny Welbeck. I think Danny Welbeck at his age, it'll be like revitalising for him. Like he's not played for England for so long, mate. It would be joyful for him to do it, and I think he'd be a good character around. So, and I think he's more
and he's like the uncle. He'll be the uncle in the squad. That calming presence. He's that calming guy.
Yeah.
He's been there, done it. He's not won anything just yet, but he's like this could be his tournament.
Yeah,
and I'm big in. I want him to get it. I want him to get in. That's why I said there might be some last minute adjustments to someone like that. But also, so we're talking about Harry Kane, right? Harry Kane's style, he likes to drop deep, and you got to give him the room to do that. Now, when he drops deep, who's running that way?
We got
The wingers. So who would you play? Who do you think suited? It's not who's the best player on the flanks. It's who's suited to play with a Harry Kane. That is the way I'm looking at it. And I'm going to throw this up. Yeah, so I'm going Anthony Gordon on the left. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going Noni Madueke on the right because
Yeah.
they like to run bomb on forwards, running behind the defence. I know everyone's going to say Saka, but Saka likes to come in and connect. It's a different type of football.
You think Noni's more powerful, Bridgie?
Going that way.
Yeah.
He likes to go on. He likes to go on the. He could go on the right. He could go on the
Saka
inside.
was at fault for one of the goals yesterday. Really, like picking up.
Yeah, he was sloppy there. Very sloppy.
I like
But I'm not. That's not what I'm looking at.
Talking about Saka.
I'm looking at styles, what's going to complement Harry Kane. Harry Kane's the most important. He's the crown.
Yeah.
He's the jewel on the crown. Yeah. So now he needs to be able to express himself, but he needs runners going that way. So you got Olise for Bayern, and who's the other fellow on the other side of him?
For Bayern,
They run and they go that way. They go that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it complements the whole team. So I'm thinking Tuchel's probably looking at this and thinking, well, I need the best man for the job. This is a major tournament. It's saying about names.
Do you know what the problem is there with that? You're right. I think you're right, and I think that's what Thomas Tuchel will do. The problem is with that, when Harry Kane gets injured, there's no one like... If he gets...
Please restructure.
Yeah. If Harry gets injured,
Yeah.
because we all don't want him to, there's no one like him. There's no like for like. You know what I mean? And do you know what I would do? I'd consider, if I'm going to go Madueke and Gordon or Bowen and Saka, like pace on the wing.
So
Pace
even
on the
Bowen
wing.
as well can do that running behind.
So pace, right? Then I would even consider, if Harry Kane got injured, playing a Cole Palmer as a false nine, just playing high and just dropping off in the pocket.
Just having movement, everyone moving.
And imagine, and you'll have Palmer and Bellingham going double.
Yeah, because Bellingham could do it too. Yeah.
Because if say for worst case
Ain't that
scenario,
complicated though?
No, but the thing is, right? Your whole system's about your whole system. Go on, Bridgie.
Well, I don't say it's complicated. It's you get used to like moving in and out of spaces and and you cover for each other. I think if you're going to play football like that, you know that we've got these positions, but you're allowed to
as long as
move
they get
around.
lots of practice and training. So this is a perfect opportunity in this camp to get those movements nailed down.
Do you know what Harry Kane's so good? Everyone in the movements when he drops, because he's not quick.
No.
He can't run, right? He just drops off into the pockets, always at the right time. But watch, if there are any kids out there watching him, just watch him. Sometimes he's walking into positions. You know what I mean? There's none of this fast movement, and he's like a predator.
We were saying it yesterday.
What type
we
of
were saying that
predator?
we were watching Haaland, weren't we, yesterday? How much walking around they do.
Listen, Cole Palmer can do that. He can do that.
But they have to come alive. They come alive when it matters.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They got a burst and then they just go.
There's massive news from AFCON. They've overturned the final result, which is incredible. You know, it got me thinking.
I wouldn't even accept the award if there's it's a charity one, isn't it?
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's weird,
like
isn't it?
charity medal.
Yeah, I don't get. How do you even feel about it? Because it happened.
No, it wouldn't
It
feel
happened.
right.
You wouldn't feel right.
Like, do you know what that is, right? If you go, it's happened. It's already happened. If you're the team that lost the final, what you're going to say? You won it? No, my soul told me I lost that final.
My soul told me. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
true.
So there's nothing you can
over.
do. I'm just like, but it got me thinking.
Yeah.
Is there any games in your career
Yeah.
that you can think of where if you could change the result?
I've probably got a couple, but there's got to be a reason for it, isn't there? I guess.
Like what one sticks out, and then we'll work it out.
Two. There's a Spurs Chelsea final.
Right. Okay.
And we lost 2-1, but I gave a penalty away. Which they just said no, it was ball to hand rather than hand to ball.
It's a good reason.
And then Tottenham might not have had another trophy.
Yeah.
And the other one was the one we threw away at Chelsea, semi-finals against Monaco.
Yeah.
Just threw it away. And
That
there
was
was
a
one
mad
then I
game.
thought when the guy come up at the back post and he had his hand on the post and it kind of looked like it hit his hand. And went in.
Who was it? The
I
fullback,
can't
wasn't
remember.
it?
He was a fullback,
Yeah.
so he was behind me.
Yeah, it was. I think I might have been me trying to pick him up.
I thought it was me. Maybe it's both of us.
I think it was both of us, mate. Mate, do you know it's the worst question you can ask for? Already,
Yeah, I've got so many negative things I remember that I've got
my brain's so
loads.
negative.
Which one?
That game, that game.
Which one? Which one?
One game.
One game.
I'll have to go to Tottenham one because they won that trophy, so
Okay.
hopefully we'd have won it.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
I've got about 100 games in my
But
head
you
now.
lot, you lot
I keep
got,
coming up
you
with
lot got
more.
finals.
I keep
You
coming
lot
up with loads.
got finals.
Do you know
I only
what?
had one final. It was the playoff final, really.
I've got a game for a reason, and like I don't know if this is an asterisk I want to put on it, right? Because when I done my knee injury against Southend, right, if I can not play that game, you weren't there, right, Bridgie? I think it was after you'd left, but the game was supposed to be on, then it was off. There was fog, and it was like, I went and done my knee, and I was never the same player again. And there's nothing worse than like you've had bad injuries, you know, like like we all have, right? When your body can't do the things that you want it to do,
Like
It's depressing. It's depressing.
like walking to a pub last night.
Depressing, mate. I was so depressed. I was like,
You know,
I'll
so
fall
like,
off a cliff here.
do you know what I mean? So like, I would think the result. We won the game. Like we won the game 4-1, but I got this injury, and it sort of changed my career, changed my life. Listen, not crying or anything, but it was that I'd like to have had another 5 or 6 years at the top where I could play football because I love playing, and I just couldn't.
Yeah,
I was always.
couldn't do
I was
what
the
you wanted to
handbrake
do.
was always on.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? So that's that one for me.
Mm.
Yeah. Right, lads. I thought we'd done really well to get through that.
Oh yeah, I
Dug
thought it was
deep.
going to be a struggle last night
Dug
and this
deep.
morning.
Yeah, you was
I'm
proper
happy with
panicking,
it.
mate.
Yeah,
You've been the best one.
Oh,
Man of the match so far.
no.
I've talked more nonsense than usual.
I haven't even told you of when we was giving him the pep talk when he was against the wall like this.
Yeah.
Colton, I just don't think I could do it.
On it.
I've got nothing left.
I said.
Man sounded like
I
Ian
think
Mill.
It was about 10. It was about 10.
I've got nothing left.
It was about, I remember that. Mate, it's
Bro,
not
I
nice.
saw-
It's a horrible feeling.
He was a broken
I
man.
was literally like, can we please just do a sickie tomorrow? But I made it, and I was
we're an
first
example.
here.
Hey, do you know
Yes,
what?
you was.
And I was
You
first
smashed it,
here.
We're
mate.
an example for people listening. If you have a heavy night,
Yeah.
and
Just
you're
turn
like,
up.
Don't
Turn up.
work. Just go to work.
Yeah.
Grind it out. Go to work. Go to school. No, actually, don't have it every night.
No, go to school still. What do you mean,
University. Whatever you're doing, you can do. You get through. We've got you. Right?
Go to school drunk.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Anyway, before I go, I just want to give a shout because it's England week. And my friend Carl, Chelsea fan. I want to give him a big up. Right, he's not well. He's in hospital, man. But he's doing his thing. He's fighting. A little story, right? So about nice things in life and football, right? So I had someone working in my house about 4 or 5 years ago. Actually, it might have been longer than that. And I've got, all my England caps are in a little bag, right? And they were tucked away. So some geezer's gone through my house and chawed a couple of caps, right? But I don't know they're missing. They're in a bag, right? They're not on display. Right, and so I didn't even know it was gone. So he's obviously gone right through my house. Anyway, I get a phone call from my friend Dave at Chelsea. Big up Dave, and he said somebody in a pub somewhere was showing off about they was in my house and they took one of my caps, right? And a Chelsea fan, Carl, overheard them saying it and said, like, listen, he's one of us.
Get it back.
That's wrong. Bang out of order. So he gave it back.
Top
so
man.
you know what I mean? So
yeah, love it.
One day I would have gone up there and gone, there's 55 rather than 56, but they're all there. So I'm like, so big up Carl, and I hope he's feeling.
Yeah.
Do you know, it's nice when
Yeah,
people
big
do
up,
nice
Carl.
Love
things.
it, Carl.
Yeah,
Love it, Carl. Hope you feel better soon.
yeah, Listen, thank you. We got through that, boys.
Yeah.
Done well.
Yeah. What we've got to tell the people what to do.
Make sure you rate, review, like, and subscribe.